The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
I'm prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 2. Nasdaq is up 22. S&Ps are up 3.5. Gold contract up $1.80, trading at $12.22. We got silver up 6 cents, $15.50 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 34 cents, $67.27 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 7 ticks, 119.23. 30-year bond up a half a point, 143.04. You get notes and bonds moving topside. We got some volume behind him. We had our man, Mr. Larry Pesavento, live in studio today.
Gotta love it. We said we're going to chain him up, keep him here, and have him do it every day, man.
That's right.
That was awesome.
And we're gonna bring him out in the boat.
That's right. I heard. You better get going, man, because he's hightailing it.
He is hightailing.
Him and Earl.
One of the other Tigers out there.
They're rocking. They have some good plans today.
They do. They're going right to Mazzaro's, folks. Mazzaro's down in St. Pete. We got a beautiful...
it's Italian.
Huge
deli.
Deli. Yeah, it's almost it's as big as like a Toys R Us.
Sure.
Actually.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The dollar index is up by 155, trading at 95.04. The euro's trading at 115.93 to $1 US. Yen is out here at 110.94 to $1 US. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You know, sideways market again out here. You know. Bottom line, we've had a sideways market for, basically the last few days.
Pretty calm, yeah. I was looking at, oil kind of up a buck maybe off those lows it had yesterday. How about that oil market yesterday, right?
No doubt. And we
had almost $3 of movement.
Yep.
From about 6 in the morning, trading at $69 and change. To it's probably going to be that big bar of yesterday.
Huge bar, no doubt.
To I believe 66 and change. It was $3 of.
Yep, 69.37 to 66.32.
There you go.
$3.05.
Not bad.
Look at that volume. 760,000 contracts, folks.
You kind of had, of course, the trade talks coming in early with China imposing additional tariffs, $16 billion worth of goods, oil products included in there, and then you had the inventory numbers that were somewhat bearish as well, and quite a storm, man.
Sold
because
it off.
when we were looking at the EIA numbers at 10:30, if you recall, it was
68.
It was right at 68,
right?
And we were checking out the noon expirations,
right?
And they actually expired at almost 66.50, which is your max profit for because those
money.
spreads are $1.50. Just
right.
If people follow the show, it's kind of one of those perfect scenarios. Well, you got max value on the one side.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. So, Tesla this morning, folks. Bottom line is that he wanted his plate full. Elon Musk has his plate full now. That's for sure.
I'm not sure he has the plate that he wanted full.
No, I would agree. You get it down $9.90, $10. You're at 360. Bottom line is that when this thing started off at 12:43.
We're now going 2 days ago, right? Tuesday?
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
With the tweet.
We're making our way back down to that area.
Pretty remarkable. We got all the way up to 387. The tweet said a buyout at taking it private at 420. And so it got all the way up to 387. We're now 27 bucks off of that, and we're closer to where we started from, as in 340 and change, as opposed to where we peaked from.
Big time.
Yeah.
And what you're going to have here, there's no doubt that when the SEC comes after you, folks, it takes a long period of time, but guess what? They don't let go. And in this particular case, it's not going to be the process of what he did and how he did it. It's going to be whether it's truthful or not.
Yeah,
and
right.
Financial fraud is a big deal.
Yeah.
And financial fraud would be if he did not have that funding.
Yes, because he said funding secured, and I'm sure there's going to try and be some nuance sprinkled upon that term.
Yes.
But what I said to you right before the show said, he knows the rules. He knows what he's doing. He's not like a 22-year-old kid bringing a revolutionary technology company private that might not understand the nuances of a publicly traded company and the rules of, you know, he has PayPal that he launched himself into his billions with, taking that company public. He was probably very aware of the rules of taking a company public, as in he's walked through this. He's not ignorant of those types of deals. And yeah, $72 billion purchase. You go out there, start tweeting that you have all that funding secured, and the stock reacts. It's not, you know, it's not some imaginable rule that you can't be breaking. You have people losing over $1 billion in short positions. That's another thing he's well aware of, right? The short percentage.
There's no
so
doubt,
you can't tweet out stuff that you know is going to punish your biggest haters in the world, and he's already been a little unhinged, as we all know. So if I was a judge, it'd be interesting, you know, as in there's very little slack for somebody that's that connected with publicly traded companies and is aware of what they're doing to manipulate a company like that if it's false.
Right. And what we haven't got yet either, folks, off the SEC is the aspect of the 20 minutes before the tweet at 12:43.
I agree. And that's almost not even getting talked about because that's a big deal. But it's almost secondary because, okay, yeah, somebody might have known, but they might have known what? We don't even know if it's true, right? Where that's,
no, that's right. That's right. No doubt about it. 877-927-6648. Some of the other high-volume equities here. Well, let's take a look at this. You had inside the NDX 100, well, we'll do the positives first. You got
Mercado Libre. I know. We're going to get you there, man.
Get that.
You got to think.
Mercado Libre.
Mercado Libre. You can enjoy a rum and coke occasionally, and that's a Cuba Libre.
Okay.
It's a rum and coke with a lime for all the quick bar Cuba Libre.
Okay. Mercado Libre. That's up 11% for $39. That's a big number. You get Monster Beverage is up 4.4%. You got Workday up 1.8%. On the downside, NetEase. NetEase getting smoked. That's down 7.5%. You get Seagate Technologies off 6.3. Priceline, Bookings.com, that's down 5.8. I want to go into bookings because this is what you had with bookings yesterday, is that they came out with their numbers this morning. They were supposed to come out with them yesterday. And what had happened is that yesterday they announced that they just needed a couple more figures. Yeah, exactly. And so the people that sold it down yesterday, they did the right thing, because what happened is that we went from 2084 to 2042 yesterday. Bottom line opens up today, blows out. This is a big ABC down, man. I mean, this is.
I don't know how that even happens. I mean, you know, the amount of regulations in terms of they're almost a $100 billion company.
Yep.
You know those deadlines are coming. They're leading up to those with meetings over weeks and months and months. And so I would agree. If you put that stuff off, there are problems.
Yeah. And
look at that earnings, though. Wow.
Yeah. So the earnings, the estimate had been. I see what's going on. Third quarter. That's where they're. Yeah. That's where. So the second quarter that they come out with, they beat pretty good.
Yeah.
$17.37. They came out and they made $20.67. That being said, it's the third quarter coming in. The estimate had been $39.80. Now they're looking at $36.70 to $37.70. And if we go down here, I believe this is the one. Okay, so this was their report yesterday, why they couldn't come out with numbers. Now, this is pretty wild. They were saying that their financial results are finalized and ready to report. They're saying that they were waiting for business metrics that would be available this morning at 7:30. Lame.
Yeah, obviously, right?
Lame. Yeah.
And obviously, I would guess those had to do with forecasting metrics, which was going to be the negative side of what they're reporting.
Totally. And the bottom line is that
they couldn't massage them just well enough. That's
big mistake.
We'll be right back, folks.
has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 9. We get the Nasdaq up 23. S&P's up 5. And it is Thursday, so we have natural gas, folks, coming out at 10:30. We're going to go over to the Nadex platform, take a look at a few of these defined contracts, and see if we can set up a volatility trade for either 11 or 12.
Yeah, for either that 11 a.m. expiration Eastern Time or maybe noon, where it's about 10:18 right now Eastern Time. We get the numbers at 10:30. So we pulled up the Nadex platform. We're looking at the natural gas contract, September futures contract. We're trading a hair under 295 right now. So what we like to look at is possible maybe volatility trades. You're getting exposure to the upside and to the downside. And really, you're just looking for a move in either direction with the inventory numbers coming out at 10:30.
Right. We got quite a move yesterday in oil.
Oh, man, we were talking about it earlier. You traded $3 in oil over the course of yesterday. And when we set up this similar trade in oil, oil spreads are $1.50. And I mentioned to you at the break that oil was trading at $68 at 10:30 when the numbers came out yesterday. And it was trading at $66.50, the full $1.50 by the noon expiration, which we'll check out some of the noons here. I don't know if natural gas is going to hit the same full expiration.
No, it doesn't seem like it hasn't been moving this morning.
And natural gas has a 20-cent exposure, which is much less likely than oil moving $1.50.
Right,
you know. But either way, so 11 a.m.s we'll start off with. We're trading, and what's interesting is we almost had to double check to make sure things are all right on the charts because natural gas has been so calm this morning in terms of how it's usually been moving. So yesterday morning, this is Wednesday, we went from about 290, we're hanging at 295 essentially. Here are 11 a.m. expirations. This would be your bullish spread, going from 295 to 315.
Yeah.
Now again, we're literally right to the tick at 295, which is nice. So you have no intrinsic value. You're just paying premium, and basically it's charging you 1 penny a premium, which is 10 ticks, $10.
Right.
And I would expect it's going to be the identical on the flip side, and there it is.
There it is.
So you're looking at between 10, 11 as it's ticking around, $10. So you're looking at $20, which would mean you need about 2 pennies of movement. And these are the 11s. So let's jump right to the noons. Same exact prices. Only thing changing here is that you have an hour. And what's nice is you get to compare them identically, so you get to literally assign the exact price to that hour, right?
Yes.
So here's your noon expiration, and here's your 11. So instead of going from 295.4 to 295.9, it's ticked up about 4 ticks for that extra hour. So it's going to cost you about $13 to $14 for each side of that spread. And then flip it around on the negative side as well, I'd expect, and there it is, $14 on the flip side as well to 15. So you're looking at closer to 3 pennies, $30, right? So that's an easy, just keep in your head, 2 pennies.
A penny for an hour.
Right? Yeah, totally, man. Penny for an hour.
Right.
And natural gas ticks in 1/10 of a penny.
Yeah.
So that's going to be $10 extra. So it would be either $20 for the 11s, $30 for the noons, and just putting it out there too. If you're directionally biased, you can be $10. You can be $10 or 1 penny basically to go bullish on either direction. And that's, sometimes if you really have a feeling on this, what's nice is jumping back to the 11s, it really is 1 penny. So market's at 295, you're selling it at 294. Are you okay selling it 1 penny below market?
Right.
With
defined risk.
That's what I was just going to say. With in mind that you have exposure down to 275 and your risk are capped out at 295.
Pretty amazing.
The key there being that we're going to get a big market moving number in 8 minutes.
Right.
That's what you're paying for.
And,
right?
what is intriguing out here this morning, which is unusual, folks, and that's why, Tommy, we had to look at it again, that the natural gas market hasn't moved off this 295 for 6 or 7 hours.
I mean, I literally looked at the chart. I said, man, I don't know. That looks like it's just been hanging at that price. Is that legit? It's like, because normally this is moving pretty rapidly.
Right, and if you're looking at the chart, folks, it looks like it moved. But that's not. That's only a penny spread.
That's what I was just, but once you back it out, really what's going on is it looks a little choppy because it's literally only 1 penny from 294 to 295.
Isn't that crazy?
It's been shopping around in that 1 penny since last night's close, basically. I mean, there you are at 4 o'clock yesterday. 1 penny of movement, even almost less than that. And so we get the numbers at 10:30. We'll see how they shake out. Not bad prices if you're looking for volatility, right? If you're looking for volatility, if you think there could be action after that number, whether it's until 11 a.m. or until noon, you lock in that defined risk and you see what happens.
Yeah, no doubt.
Okay.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at, we had Pan American Silver come out with numbers. They had good numbers last night. Bottom line, you get some expansion out here. Up $1.64. Look at that move, right? Now,
that's a move.
And Pan American Silver, folks, has been one of the strongest silver stocks. So let's see what they have to say. Okay, so let's see what we got here.
Maybe even that top one at 9:30. Sales beat.
So
okay, go ahead. They're all there. Sure.
So here you go. So they did 6.3 million ounces of silver.
Okay.
The earnings estimate had been 14 cents. They did 23.
Not bad.
That's a big number.
Not bad.
No doubt. Production-wise, they see is that for the year they see 25 to 26.5 million ounces.
You want to tick down to the next side of it and see
which
where?
one?
There might be more. I was just seeing if there were more stories. No, okay, that's the end of.
So
go ahead, let's click on the article.
One.
Perfect.
So okay, so they beat the highest estimate.
Yeah, maybe just even clicking. Let's see, is that? There we go. Let's see if this is. Yeah, so there's their fiscal year silver. They have gold production in there as well, 175 to 185,000 ounces. That's their quarterly silver production.
Got some good numbers, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to get intriguing here, folks. There is going to be, today's the 8th, right?
It is, correct.
Oh, there's a slew of golds coming out. So
we're
going to have, there's let me just see. I think First Majestic's coming out also.
Okay, that's 5 days
13th.
from right now. That would be
13th.
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
This coming Tuesday.
Let me see. Yumana. Oh, it's 26th. They already come out.
Saying First Majestic, maybe Mike and the Den talking about Monday potentially.
Yeah, I'll go through a few more. But
we'll get a good list.
When I pulled these up, when I was doing the gold report, there are definitely a slew of them coming out.
Nice.
That's the 24th. bottom line, if we go over to the GDX, we take a look at it. Our man Carlos got into that nugget just in time.
Oh boy, quite a run.
Yeah, so it's up 25 cents. 21 bucks. Now, the key thing here, which is really getting cool, is that it's getting, it's inside the range. $21.85 is the range. Meaning, if you can get in that higher range, and that bar there is from the February 9th. Remember we were looking at that yesterday?
$20.85. Okay, you said $21.85. I was confused with what? So $20.85.
Right.
They were 15 pennies above. Cool.
Right, and that brought the nugget. The nugget right now, that's up 68 cents. That doesn't. Looks like to me the nugget can make a run now to $22.87. So
okay,
it'll get some flack up there. But bottom line is that we got something happening. The real kicker is going to be, can the dollar basically stay over this 95 area? The gold contract itself still hasn't. We're up $2, but I wouldn't say that that's a sign of strength. That's for sure.
Oh,
yeah. We had a buyer out here this morning, though, right?
It's off the lows.
We had a buyer. A buyer came in right at the open this morning. Gold opens at 8:20, so the buyer came in. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are going to be coming right back with those natural gas numbers. Dow Industrials right now up 13. Nadex up 27. S&Ps are up 6. We'll come right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionics, oil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 14, Nasdaq up 30, S&P's up 6.5. EIA, natural gas stockpiles rose 46 BCF.
You got it. Estimate was a little bit more than that. It looks like median estimate 47, Bloomberg survey 48, pretty close to in line. Jumping back to the Nadex platform, and it looks like we're pretty close to 295 still. Market not putting a lot of volatility premium into those defined durist options, and and again, it might look like a pretty dramatic spike, but we're looking at a chart that if you back things up, it puts some perspective into yesterday's move, and it's trading higher. We're up 0.3 of a penny currently for 295.3.
Yeah.
So we'll see where we move. Not too big of a reaction thus far, and we'll check back in on the hour, but pretty close to in line in the estimates. If you're making a volatility trade, you want to see surprises. You don't want to see it pegged right on that estimate, but nonetheless, we've seen it come in at expectation in that market rock and roll as well, so we'll check back in.
Yeah. We go over and we take a look at, so we went through Tesla. I want to look at a couple of these higher.
How about Roku and Yelp? They came out with earnings, and they're both Roku number 2 up there with 18 million shares traded.
Look at that!
And
holy cow!
You got it.
What is that? That is a monster move. So Roku right now is at 990, trading at all-time highs. Just about. No, look at that. So the low for the year. This is the last 12 months now. It's $15.75. The high is $58.80. We've hit $57.23.
And quite before,
today.
I was just going to say, the low was in September last year. The high was in December. Quite a 3-month run that they had. I'm guessing that probably might have had to do with an earnings as well, either in September, December of last year.
Look at this move. Yep.
Yeah, so there it was in November and December of last year.
Let's see what they have to say. So. There it is right there, right? So they beat by 15 cents. That's a big beat. So the revenue estimate had been second quarter. Here we go. So second quarter net revenue, the estimate had been 141 million. They did 156.
Third quarter net, they're seeing 164 to 172. The estimate of 166. So kind of guiding to make. Go ahead. Yep.
Right. And look, this is why this thing is so big, folks. Meaning they were supposed to lose 14.9 cents.
Yes.
They were flat. They didn't lose anything.
Yeah.
So what the market's probably looking at is, okay, next quarter, are you going to be positive? Let's just see it in the revenue numbers. Oh, see, they were not expecting to even be positive this year. And now they just flattened that out.
Yeah, for that quarter at least, right? I mean, they're still showing a negative there. I don't know where that comes from in terms of if they
for
guided.
Next quarter, negative 13 cents.
Yeah,
right.
But then they're showing profitability, but then they still have the negatives here. I wonder how fast the forecasts become updatable within this.
Right, totally.
Because I would guess that if they're really forecasting to profitability, but maybe one quarter doesn't change
and
the future in terms of.
And watch this number. This is a big number. When I brought this up yesterday, what the number was, they were getting, I believe it said $16 per client. Let's see if I can. There it is.
Yeah.
Second average user who's spending $16.60.
I would say that's actually average revenue per user, though. That doesn't mean the user is saying that.
Okay.
Because that's just how many users they are for revenue. Because I don't know if you have to you pay for some of once you have a Roku. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? But I would gather that they're making revenue off of more than just users.
Big number.
Yeah. No, that is a big number per user, though, for sure.
Yeah, that is a decent number. Some of the other higher volume equities are, Yelp. Let's go to Yelp.
Yes.
Look at that.
That was the other big one.
Holy cow. Yelp is up $9.90. Trading
about almost 20%.
$48. Now the low for Yelp is 36. The high is 48.40.
Today, I believe, right? Nope, high
48.34.
So maybe not. No, look, November of 17. Okay.
Pretty intense.
Yeah, we're right there.
So numbers on Yelp go like this. Where am I? There we go. Okay. Second quarter revenue estimates had been 232. They did 235. That's not that much.
The earnings per share, the consensus was 1, and they came in at 12. Yeah.
Same deal. So what you're looking at there, folks, is that their gross revenue bottom line just went up slightly, but that's what they needed for that break even, and then, of course, everything starts dropping to the bottom line.
Making some money, yeah.
Now, Yelp is going after this high. Look at this volume, man.
I mean, we're talking about pennies right now from it, yeah.
You're talking about the... Oh, look at this, though. I see. It's only going up to the... Yeah, but this looks like it's going to break out of this consolidation that it's been in since July of 2015. That's the way that kind of set up now. Pretty wild, man. And what's wild about that, actually, is that the NDX really still... Well, let's just see if the NDX made a new high yet.
One more time.
It's been trying to get up to this high, but it's been struggling. Yeah, it's
not quite.
It's 75.11.
Okay.
Yeah, and
20 points.
We hit what 74.94 thus far today.
Okay.
It needs the big dogs. You know, those little dogs just don't do it. What the hell happened? Let's see what happened with NetEase. So this equity. So let's see. First off, so develop application services, other internet technologies in China. Online gaming. Okay, so this has been down for a while. Yeah, this is off the high of 337. You're going. Oh, look at this. This is going after its. What is that? The May swing low of 222. You're 232. And this here, revenue estimate was 2.4 billion. They did 2.46 billion. Earnings, 275. They did 315, but evidently the market was looking for more, right?
Yeah, I mean, they had an earnings call. Maybe something got talked about.
That's an adjustment, too. That's what's going on, probably.
Okay.
You know, when you have these adjustments, it's like, okay, what are you adjusting?
Sure.
You know, what is in that bathtub that you're throwing everything into?
Some outlook adjustments potentially in the future, right?
Yeah,
that's what we'll do it quickly.
Big time.
Let's check back in on natural gas.
Yes.
Gave it a few minutes. Oh, we got a little volatility here.
Look at that.
Look
at
that.
That's good.
So we spiked all the way almost up to 296. We're now below 294.
Yeah.
So again, recapping that, we needed about 2 pennies of movement away from 295 for the 11 a.m. expirations. We would have needed about 3 pennies of movement for the combined cost of both legs of that trade for the noon expirations. So again, backing it up for yesterday's move, putting things in context because we had such a tame morning. But still, nonetheless, you're getting 2 pennies of movement from high to low now, and you'd still have plenty of time in expiration left, whether it was the 11th or the 12th.
This, yeah, on the particularly, either the 12 or the 11, we just may get something going, particularly because we had no movement whatsoever, and 16 hours before that, 12 hours.
Yeah.
And now you just broke the consolidation.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Check back in.
Pretty cool.
You got it, man.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. That's a beautiful thing. We're coming back with our man
Jack Leeson.
1040.
You got it.
You got it. Major League Trading, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 10, Nasdaq up 27, S&P's up 6.5. Going to be coming right back with our man, Mr. Jack Leeson, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 14. We get the Nasdaq up 28. S&Ps are up 6.5. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Jack Gleason at MajorLeagueTrading.com, as we do each and every Thursday at 40 past the hour. Jack Gleason, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys?
How you doing?
Slow market today, man. Slow.
Yeah,
We're getting spoiled by big markets, right?
We are. You know, it's so intriguing. So yesterday, Jack, and kind of the day before, Tommy and I were talking about, hey, we seem to have a little market here. But I guess because we're looking at the currencies, sometimes we're looking at the oil, and then all of a sudden I feel like this morning, like, you know, this is really summer trading now, the last couple of days.
Tesla going, there's always something that feels like acting.
Right. I mean, it's...
Yeah. I mean, I primarily look at the index because like my main screen, I have the 4 indexes up. So anytime they're pretty slow, I'm like, okay, like what we had, like I think it was like 740,000 contracts trading the ES yesterday. Oil had a fantastic move. I've been waiting for that thing to break down. So I threw you guys a chart on that here today, and I'll talk about a couple of levels that I got there. But yeah, I mean, the indexes, it does look like we can break out here. I picked up actually some Nadex contracts at the 28.65 strike for $30. So if I can get a 3-point move, I'm going to be looking at a 200% return plus. So I'll take that. But
you know what? I'm going to pull that up real quick if I can, Jack, because I got the Nadex platform. So you're looking at the indices spreads. Is that a daily or a weekly S&P?
That is actually a daily. That's a daily
binary.
Trade. Yeah, daily binary contract. So I figured, like, okay, like it's been really tight. We're strong off the open.
Yeah.
If we take out highs, we're probably going to squeeze up into at least 68s. So
what was the strike price again? I'm sorry, Jack.
28.65. So roughly right now, let's see, the current.
I got it like 31 by 36. You're risking 1 to make 2 if you wanted to right now, almost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it in them. I picked some up for 30, and then my average is like 33.82.
Nice. And you can see it's been rising.
Sure.
A bit.
I mean, if I like to see that, I'm like, well, if it's just 3 points in the S&P, you know, it seems like a relatively small move, especially the way it's stacked up here, because those prior highs, as soon as we start popping them, the Russell's acting fantastic here today, so I'm watching that very closely.
And just to put on that S&P before we jump away, I like putting the binary chart up because you can
Yes.
see the exact price levels of each level. So you got the 28.65. There's your bid offer right there, and you can kind of compare that to where we've been on the chart, which is always nice.
And this last bar is a good-looking bar,
These
actually.
contracts traded as low as like $12. So
I would believe it because we just traded from one whole strike price to another in a 5-minute bar,
Right.
which changes those risk rewards pretty dramatically as it inches closer to that level.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
That's
so
a cool thing.
I have your charts. I'm downloading them as we speak, Jack. So what are we starting? I'm downloading. We got 2 charts.
We can start with oil.
Perfect.
So oil, there's a support level I'm looking at 65.80, which I've been waiting for a while. We came heavily out of. I am also interested on the shorter time frame, at least, resistance at 67.47. Now, I was looking to, get short at that level here today. Didn't trade. I think we were front run by 7 ticks or so. I'm going to continue to watch that. The lows we bounced off of are the prior lows from the contract rollover of CL like 3 weeks ago, I believe it was. But
Yes.
we can break down. Like, I'm going to look for a breakdown to 65.80 initially to cover any short position I would have. I don't have anything on right now, but if we did break down, that's where I would look to cover. And then below that, I do think we can get as low as 64.71 sometime next week. I think it's going to be a slow trickle down. But after yesterday, it's a lot of overhead supply, a lot of traders scared after that. So, I think we're going to continue. I'm going to continue to look for resistance levels to trade. Right now, the untested one we have above 67.47.
It's pretty cool, right? Sorry, Jack. I was just going to say, coming right back to that level where we were,
There's no doubt.
remarkable.
There's no doubt. And the amazing part, of course, is that it was fast, furious, all of the above. And, if you looked at the fundamental news, bottom line is that it almost should have went up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't even see what the numbers were. What were they?
Well, the numbers, what I mean by the fundamental news is that even a couple days prior to that, okay, the Iran sanctions were going on at midnight as of Monday night.
Sure.
Okay, if this goes forward as of the 23rd of August, of November, the oil deal will go on. If that oil deal goes on, bottom line, that's going to be trouble in the oil market. So when I was looking at that and oil couldn't move, was like, oh my God. If oil can't move on that, it's going south, man.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sure enough, it not only went south, it went south.
Oh, yeah. Because the inventory number was a little bit bullish, actually. Yeah. I think they were looking for a decline of like 3 million barrels. It came in a decline of like 1.3.
1.5, yeah, right.
Oh, wow.
But it was already accelerating downward. And
the ATR over the last thing, it was like 14 days was like a $1.50, and we had a $3 range, right?
Right.
So.
Yes.
It is
remarkable,
man. Talk about volatility for sure.
Big time.
And what are we jumping to next? Jay, is this Dow?
Yeah, the Dow. I just got a couple levels. I mean, it's a little slow here, but basically, if we hold these lows, we're gonna obviously move higher. But assuming this is a trade, couple of things you want to note here. Assuming we don't make a new high because everything's measured, if we can break down and trade 25,469, that's going to bring us back into the initial highs of the Sunday night session, also where the rally began on the Monday post futures open, so the reopen at 6 o'clock New York. So if we can trade back down there, I also have a same anchor new high sequence, 38% retracement, 25,469 for a potential trade location long in the Dow, assuming we don't make a new high. If we make a new high, I'll just have to adjust that draw. So that's what I'm watching there. But right now, we are actually holding the lows right now are the halfway back long for the week. So the low of Monday to that Tuesday high held into the close as we kind of puked out. I think traders got a little tired going into the close yesterday, and that's what we're currently holding. So there's a separate sequence there, but the one that hasn't traded below 25,469.
What's so intriguing too is that you get the NDX 100, the Nasdaq. I mean, they're laying right next to those highs. It's like, okay, man, and we haven't had any of the big dogs basically go after it. Meaning, the Apples, Amazons, Googles. So it's going to be intriguing to see who's going to tag that baby first up at that high.
Mm-hmm. When's the next Amazon rumor that they're taking over the world and getting into a new industry with margins that are right?
They're getting into puppy mills, actually. Is going to be
There's nothing untapped, man. I mean, they are. I would love to be in some of those. deep dive type board meetings that they must have when I'm sure they raise ideas of just tackling industries that are just ripe for it.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. Apple. Apple could basically send that NDX up there. I mean, Apple's up $1.96 right now. The high is what 209.25, 209.50. If they squeeze that thing a little bit more, maybe we'll get some action.
Hey, it's $10 billion over that $1 trillion mark, and it's just adding padding every day.
Got it.
Puppy mills for the win, guys.
We're going to get you back on when they start hitting.
I'm telling you, man.
Be the guy who called it first.
Listen, Jack, it's always a pleasure. You can get Jack, folks, MajorLeagueTrading.com. Of course, you can always come over to our website under the Nadex Market News. Jack writes over there quite a bit. Jack, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to speaking to you next Thursday.
You guys too. Take care.
Thanks, Jack.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow right now up 5, Nasdaq's up 29, S&P's up 6.5. Come right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. Learn how to trade options with swim lessons. Brought to you by TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. Next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now up 3. Nasdaq is up at 25. S&Ps are up 5.5. We have gold up $1. The dollar is staying over this 95. We'll see whether it can hang out up 230, 95, 120. Natural gas. So
let's check back in one more time for the hour. So not the kind of action you would like if you were looking for volatility, as in, yeah, we got a penny movement upwards, we got a penny movement downwards. But then we came right back to basically what would be your max loss if you were trading both of those, which would be 295 because you expose your upside or downside from that price level. So that would become your max loss. If you're dealing with the 11 a.m.s, we'll see what happens in the next 5 minutes.
Totally.
If you're dealing with the noons, you'd have an extra hour. One thing to note is if you were trading directionally, where you just took one side or the other at 11 o'clock, you did get almost a penny in either direction, which was going to be your cost on each side. So low price trade, but when you're trading both sides of it, you want some movement, and it's sitting right where it was before.
Right.
So we'll check back,
Yeah, and the market-wise here, bottom line is that you got a sideways market. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. Dow basically has been laying out here for quite some time. You know, same place it was back, the 26th of July. NDX 100, it just looks to me like that thing wants to hit it. I mean, you're about as close as you can get without hitting it, right? The Q's 182.93. We hit 182.53 today.
40 cents? Come on, man.
Yeah, they'll hit it tomorrow probably.
Today? No.
Yeah. No, listen, I'd like to see it hit today because you're not going to have any volume in this market. You know, this is a contraction once again. But what I'm actually thinking is that, you know, if you listen to Larry, folks, the 11th is going to be. Larry had a great chart up today that the last high in January was a lunar eclipse, right? And we're coming up to one the 11th.
And if you didn't catch Larry's show today, check it out on our YouTube channel in the archives because he was live in studio, kicking it in the TFNN studios in St. Pete. And don't forget, Jason Path, 8:30 every day, trading here. He had a great program this morning as well.
Time.
Definitely.
Stay right there, folks. Fast markets coming up. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get them, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.